Na amesema mambo magumu ya kuendesha nchi, ile maamuzi muhimu, crucial decisions that transform the country, are not popular. Okay? Transformative programs, transformative decisions are not popular. And you remember, those of you who are older, President Kibaki did a lot of transformative work, but he was very unpopular in the first term. Ndio ujue he was unpopular. 2002, President Kibaki was elected with an almost a landslide unanimous vote, isn't it? 2 years later, in 2005, President Kibaki was the most unpopular person on earth. Alijaribu kuleta referendum, akazamishwa. Sile referendum ilianguka. Kibaki had to dissolve cabinet in 2005. True or false? So there is nothing new. Transformative leaders take bold decisions for the sake of the country. In the process, a bit of popularity temporarily will suffer some setback. Kama Kibaki hakufanya zile maamuzi alifanya, the economy of Kenya was in the dogs when he took over. By the time Kibaki was doing his second term, uko the 8th year, people were saying, we wish Kibaki could stay for another term. So popularity will follow you if you take bold decisions, temporary popularity challenges, but the people eventually, when they see the impact of the transformation, will agree with you. Tunaelewana? So, there is a difference between a leader and a politician. President Ruto has chosen to be a leader first, before being a politician. There is a difference between leadership and populism. Populism is what some friends of ours call listening to the ground. Unasikiza raia. Unajua raia, you know, people are created. God created people to be led. God instituted leadership. You cannot be led by the people. If you're being led by the people, you have no business then calling yourself a leader. You are a follower of the people. True or false? Mungu ndiye alileta uongozi, and a leader must lead the people, guide them. They may have views based on what they think is the best situation. The work of a leader is to look at those views and assist the people to amend those views, adjust them, and get the best outcome. Otherwise, ati unazikiza vile ground inasema, alafu unafanya vile ground inasema, then what are you doing? So who is leading? Is it the people or you? Sijui kama tunaelewana. Sasa, mimi nasema hivi. Mimi nauliza hivi. Tuambiane ukweli. Ukiwa kiongozi, first you must take bold decisions. Those bold decisions, for the sake of the country, for the sake of the people you're leading, some of them may not be popular. I see men of God here. You know what listening to the ground would have done to Moses if he had listened to the ground. Yeah. So Musa anatuambia sijui kuna nini, sijui ameenda tu. Wacha tutengeneze kitu hapa ile tunaona. Hii mambo ya sijui sijui transforming this sector, I don't know macroeconomy, sijui tuache hii vitu. Yeah? So Rais ameamua not to be a populist leader or a populist politician. He has decided to be a transformative leader. Popularity will come if it has to come. Even if it doesn't have to come, it is still okay. He'll have done his job. Ati unasikiza ground? And you know, people have never changed from history. They are the same. If you allow them, even you where you are a leader anywhere. Hata kwako nyumbani you are a leader. Ebu kubalia hawa watoto na everybody else at home hapo, afanye vile anataka, give them freedom to do what they want. There will be chaos in that place. People are created with some level of, there are gaps in humanity, and those gaps are filled through leadership. At every level, in a home, in a company, in a constituency, you have the MP. The MP is the leader of that constituency. So listen to the ground, yes, but you don't have to agree all the time. You can tell them, yes, what you're saying is true, but let us first do this, and eventually we will get where you want us to get. That is the work of a leader. Yeah. Lakini ukitafuta kupigwa makofi every day as a leader umezama. Yeah. Yeah. Makofi itakupata njiani. Eventually, you know the good thing with people also, once they realize you mean well and you're serious and you're focused, they will join you later and they will applaud you. The same crowd. Unajua mimi sijasema watu ni wabaya. The same crowd is also very, very good. Kwa sababu, it depends. Kwa sababu wewe, ile siku Yesu amesulubiwa pale, Thursday, kuna crowd ilikuwa inamshangilia. Hosanna, King of David, you know, son of David, Hosanna, wanapiga paka maleso, wanamwekea carpet hapo na kumwimbia. Si ni crowd ya pale Jerusalem. The following day on Friday, they are the ones who are shouting, crucify him. Give us Barabbas, crucify him. So wako na duality, wako this way, that way, so they need leaders. Yeah? They need leaders, not people who want to play safe, you want to please people, you want to be clapped for every day. Yeah? You don't have to be clapped for, just do the right thing. When you do the right thing, eventually the claps will follow you. Otherwise, populist leaders are everywhere. Watu wa kutafuta makofi, oh, mimi nimeshangiliwa, mimi nini, and they are leading people into darkness. They are destroying, you know, the future and the destiny of a nation, the destiny of communities. So that's why we are here. Na mimi nataka tuendelee in this order. This is how this meeting will be concluded, because I want us to spend a bit of time. Please, najua mko busy, lakini leo tu, wacha tu spend kidogo tuongee mambo yetu ya maendeleo. Ndio tukitoka hapo tuwe set. So what I'm going to do, because some of the things that the government of Kenya wants to achieve as the executive will require parliamentary support. Si kuna mambo mutasema hapa ni ya muhimu, si mutasema barabara fulani ni muhimu na projects zingine. We need the budget President Ruto will take to parliament to be supported. That's why I've invited the leader of the majority party, who is now the leader of the broad-based arrangement in parliament, to Kimani Ichung'wah, to come and commit that whatever President Ruto and his administration will take to bunge ya Kajiado, miradi ya Kajiado, wasiende kutoa kwa budget. Yes, and he's the leader of majority, so he will know how to deal with the chair of budget and everybody else below there. So ukiona, I wanted you, Kimani, you see these people, you hear them, so that when our budget comes, and then we have projects and programs of Kajiado, you support what the executive will submit to parliament. So I will ask the leader of majority to greet us and give us 1 or 2 words, very briefly. After that, we are going to ask every constituency, watafute kona fulani hapo, there is a lot of space hapa, wa caucus. And then I'm told there is an extra constituency. I must give credit this to Mama Lea Sankaire, the women rep. Unajua, when we were consulting kwa ile mkutano ya leaders, she was the only lady there. Sisi wanaume unajua saa ingine we need help in some areas. So yeye huyu mama ndiye amesema hata kama retreat kuongea at constituency level, let's have an extra constituency which will discuss the priorities for women, children, and persons with disability. Hongera Mama Lea. Congratulations. So what we are going to do, and the MPs are free to join the constituency discussions. Mama Lea, you can, because you are a leader at the county level, you can hop in every other place and just listen in. And we will give ourselves 30 minutes to agree for each. We know there are many things that needs to be done in the constituency, but we want to hear 5 biggest priority issues per constituency that you're telling William Ruto, tafadhali tusaidieni na hizi projects, then we will transform Kajiado County. 5, not more than 5. Sawa sawa. Zile zingine, your leaders here and all of us will continue prioritizing them as we go along. But we want to hear and record and formally record 5 major flagship government projects, interventions you require for every constituency. And therefore, Mama Lea, for even the group you're proposing, the 6th group, 5 issues, cross-cutting issues. Let's not have 20 or 30 or 50 issues. Asante sana. So your leaders are here. So after we caucus, we give ourselves half an hour. We come back for plenary. Of course, during that break, pata chai kidogo hapo, we come for plenary after 30 minutes. In that plenary, each constituency will identify the person who will present the priorities. So mimi nitaketi hapa nikiwa na notebook na kalamu. Watu yangu ya ofisi watakuwa pale pia wananakili. So mtu anasimama anasema mimi naitwa fulani, wachana na protocol mingi, we are here for work related maneno. Sema tu mimi naitwa fulani from this constituency, and go straight to the point and say the following are the 5 priorities interventions that are been agreed. 1, this road. 2, this project, like that. When you finish, you sit down. So every presenter will have a minimum of 3 minutes and a maximum of 5 minutes. And you can save that by saving on protocol. Unajua shida ya protocol, you risk forgetting somebody. Na unajua hii dunia iko na wakubwa wengi. So if you don't mention somebody, you are in problem. But once you say all protocols observed, kila mtu sasa atakuwa recognized. Namna hiyo. So we'll have that plenary. Then after the plenary, we will take resolutions. Na mimi ndio nitaendesha hiyo kura. We will resolve that these are the things we have said. Alafu tutapitisha kura na kura hapa. Sio kura ya secret ballot, kura ya makelele. Si namna hiyo? Alafu tukimaliza, our leaders, finally, our leaders will each have a minute. The MPs who are here, we have Governor Emeritus, maybe somebody from the religious sector can, just 1 minute, no speeches, please. Today is no speeches. Tukimaliza greetings ya leaders, there will be lunch. Now, after lunch, you will decide when you want to leave. So, Mutu, and sorry, I forgot something. I forgot something crucial. When we finish the resolutions, before we go for lunch, mubaki hapa kwanza. Before you go for lunch, mubaki hapa, ndio muambiwe vile mtaenda nyumbani. Si namna hiyo? After that we go for lunch. Si ndio? After mumeambiwa vile utaenda nyumbani, you go for lunch. After lunch, you decide when to go. So, mnaweza kaa hapa, iko nyasi ya kutosha hapa, mnaweza kaa hapa. Na ni vile najua Wamasai ni kama Wameru, they are very conservative. Ingekuwa sio hivyo, ningesema tuko hapa hata na swimming pool, wale wanataka kuogelea. Lakini najua Wamasai hiyo mambo mingi si namna hiyo. Is that a good way to proceed? Is that a good use of today? For the sake of our county, Kajiado? For the sake of our people? Are we agreed on that roadmap? As many of that opinion say aye. Contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.